Hello friends, welcome to the video. I'm your Sridhar from Edu9 Career Guidance Team, Amirpet. Today, I have come up with another video in the series of abroad education. So today we are going to understand about tech careers in one of the most beautiful countries in the world, that is Ireland, for fall 2026. So as you can see on the screen, it is tech careers in Ireland fall 2026 opportunities. So let us dive deep into the video and understand the opportunities and how we need to approach that. So if you look at the first slide on the screen, a strategic guide for computer science, IT and engineering students planning their global. When we say tech careers, these include computer science, information technology and engineering. So all these categories, computer science, information technology and engineering, this happens to be mechanical, electrical, EC, etc. So going into other details, that is intake focus. So we are primarily focusing on intake for fall 2026. And who are the target audience? Indian computer science, information technology and engineering graduates. So this video is primarily for those people who have completed graduation and trying to enter their post-graduation. Primary goal, education, employment and residency. So you will go there to study and further get into a career or job and then live there as per the requirement. So let's go into the next slide and continue. Now if we understand, if you look at Ireland at a glance, it is called as a gateway to Europe. We can call it as a gateway to Europe. That is an entry point to the big continent which has so many beautiful countries in Europe. So Ireland is also one of them. And if you look at the map here, you can see that it is just beside the UK, England, the United Kingdom. You can see just to the left side on the screen, which is in green color. This is Ireland and its capital is Dublin. So that is the geographical location of the country. And if you get into more details like the language, it is an English speaking country where official languages are Irish and English. No language barrier for work or study. So these are the primarily two languages, and English happens to be the main medium of instruction there. And if you look at the safety part, probably you might worry how safe it is to go to this kind of country. That is ranked among the top 20 safest countries globally. So it is one of the top 20 countries as far as safety is concerned. Second most peaceful country in Global Peace Index 2024 report, it was ranked as the second most peaceful country. So safety wise, peace wise, nature wise, it's one of the most beautiful countries to go, study and live. And when we come to connectivity, European Union member, it is one of the countries which happens to be the European Union member. There are a group of companies in the European Union. Ireland is also one of them. After the safety aspect, let us come to connectivity. European Union member, a gateway to career opportunities across the entire continent. It's a very good country where we can look forward to brilliant careers. And demographics, as far as people are concerned, student-friendly environment, where that country is very student-friendly with a lot of universities and colleges, which we are going to see in the next slides, with no age restriction for applicants with justified gap. So not particular any exact restriction of age is there, and we'll try to understand more in the next slides, and sometimes you can even give justification for gap for that particular age. And now you might have a doubt like what are the companies available once you study in that country, which companies you can work for. That is like Google, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, Pfizer, IBM, Oracle and Intel. These are some of the companies which are present there, where some of them have their headquarters and some of them have their branches. So a lot of international companies are present in this country. It is home to 5 of the top 10 global software companies. Out of the 10 top global software companies, 5 companies are in Ireland. Home to 9 of the top 10 global software companies, European headquarters. So out of 10 big companies, 9 of them have their headquarters in Ireland. The tech capital of Europe with a rapidly growing startup ecosystem. So we can call Ireland as a tech capital of the entire European continent. So it's a very big thing. So Ireland is projected as the tech capital. So a lot of technical scope is there in this country. Now let's go into another factor, that is, if you can see, sector deep dive. That means once we get into the sector and try to understand what are the subjects or the domains which are available, that is software, data and AI. In software sector, you can see the statistics there. Employment scope is over 59,000 people. Ireland is one of the largest exporters of software globally. That means Ireland is one of the countries which exports software like India. India is one of the biggest countries which exports software. Similarly, Ireland is also one of the biggest countries. Rich networks and a strong graduate pipeline support rapid career growth. So we do have a rich network in terms of software and a strong graduate pipeline. That is, scope for graduates to study and get into jobs is very much in Ireland. And if you come to the big data and AI focus, major hub for data-driven applications in healthcare. These are the sectors where a lot of scope is available. Healthcare, finance and transportation, that is logistics. And the key employers or some of the most famous employers are global analytical hubs. The key employers are global analytical hubs for brands like IBM, United Health Group and Pramerica. So these are the major things which you can get into. Leading the world in medtech and fintech. So Ireland is one of those countries where a lot of medtech companies, that is medical technology, and fintech, that is financial technology companies are available, and this type of education is also available in Ireland. When it comes to medtech powerhouse, it is home to 14 of the top 15 global medtech companies. Out of the 15 famous companies in the world, famous medtech companies in the world, 14 are in Ireland. 300 plus medtech companies operating in the country. That is the total number, prominent companies of medtech. Employs 50,000 plus people, one of the highest rates in Europe. So a lot of people are already employed in the industry. That is the medtech industry. Second largest exporter of medtech products in Europe. So you can understand the scope and limit of the medtech education or employment in that country. Coming to financial services hub, that is fintech, hosts 250 plus of the world's top financial. So out of the most reputable, I'm going to say mostly reputed ones, the company's finance hubs, 250 plus are available in Ireland. And it oversees 40% of all global fund assets. So a lot of involvement in assets and funds which is dealt in the financial sector that are done in Ireland only. Fourth largest exporter of financial services in the European Union, and it is the fourth largest exporter of financial services, and it is the fourth largest exporter of financial services in the European Union. So you can understand how well this education, medtech, fintech is organized in the country. Now coming to the pathway, your pathway from student to resident. So if at all you are a student and aspiring to go to Ireland and study, so how you need to get into the country as a student and become a resident. This is the pathway. So shortly we can understand, if you are a graduate, honors bachelor's level or master's degree with a degree of Ireland in hand, then you will be able to stay back. That is 1 year of duration is given to you. 1 year of for bachelor's graduates it's for 1 year, and for masters it's 2 years where you can stay there. This is the second step after degree is acquired, after graduate or master's degree is acquired. For graduates 1 year you can stay, for postgraduates 2 years you can stay, and then once you complete your education you can get a job. If at all you are employed, if somebody is offering you employment, again you can secure skilled employment in your field. Once you get a job, you will be permitted to stay indefinitely. That means as long as your employer is providing you the job, you can continue staying. That is eligible for permanent residency after 5 years on a work permit. That means the moment you start working, suppose you work for 5 years, into the 5th year you can apply for PR, and most likely you will be able to get a PR. So this is the pathway where you can go from a student's position to a resident of Ireland. Ireland offers a clear, structured path to long-term settlement for skilled graduates. So if you are a skilled graduate, there is a lot of scope in this country where you can really go to the next level and have a high career growth. Now, another aspect is how do you balance study and work? You can just see here during academic term, you can work up to 20 hours per week. So when your study is going on, when you are attending college, you can study 20 hours per week. And during holidays, work up to 40 hours per week. That means during holidays, in vacation, summer vacation, all long-term holidays, we can work 40 hours a week. And the minimum wage would be pounds 13.50 per hour. 13.5 pounds per hour is paid for this kind of employment. This structure allows students to gain international work experience while significantly supporting living expenses. So there is a scope of earning living expenses also to some extent. This facilitates to have some backup financial support in terms of part-time employment. Diverse institutional options. Now let us try to understand what are the institutions which are available where you are likely to join. All degrees are globally recognized. All the degrees offered by the country are globally recognized and they are aligned with the National Framework of Qualifications, that is NFQ, by that country. So if you see the prominent universities in Ireland, that is Trinity College Dublin, ranked number 1, University College Dublin, which is called UCD, University of Galway, University College Cork, that is UCC, Dublin City University, that is DCU. These are all universities. And coming to colleges, Griffith College, National College of Ireland NCI, and Dublin Business School. So these are the prominent colleges which are available there. So you can apply into any of them depending on the different criteria what we have been discussing. And coming to this next slide, high demand programs and career roles. If at all you go for a particular kind of roles, as we already seen in the first slide that this entire video is about tech careers. So these are the careers. If you can see academic programs, to be precise, computer science and software development, artificial intelligence and machine learning, cybersecurity and cloud computing, data analytics and business analytics, fintech and financial technology, robotics and mechatronic engineering. These are the academic disciplines where you can get into the universities to pursue these courses depending on your criteria. And these academic programs align to these kind of careers. Once you complete this as education, you are likely to get into job here, that is career roles. Suppose if you are a computer science and software development, you might have completed this particular course and you are likely to be a data scientist or a data analyst. Similarly, AI and machine learning, it can lead to software developer, full stack developer. So depending on whatever the course you are taking, these courses are leading to these kind of careers jobs. Now let us throw some light on the entry requirements. Academic entry requirements. These are the requirements to get into any university or college. Degree level. If it is bachelor's degree, the minimum requirement would be high school score range of 55 to 90%. That is, in India it is intermediate +2. In +2 you should have achieved 55% and anything above that. Similarly, the minimum threshold is also 55% and above is essential. For master's degree, you should have a relevant bachelor's degree which is completed in India, and then you should have a minimum score of 55% to 65%, and this particular range of percentage varies, the criteria varies between universities and private colleges. So different universities have different requirements, different percentages, but the minimum one we have just tried to give the minimum criteria. So please try to understand that, and more information you will have in the website and all. And coming to, this is an important point where gap year policy. Gaps in study are acceptable provided there is gap year policy. Gaps in study are acceptable provided there is proper justification of work experience and certification. If at all you have any gaps, they have to be justified. That means you have to show proof why that gap is. Maybe because you might be working in a company for a year and then after your graduation you might work for a year in a company and then go to Ireland. So that 1 year has to be shown as an employment gap. So similarly, if there is any other thing attached, the proper proof has to be submitted. Now coming to the English language proficiency standards, because this is mandatory for most of the countries where you go, minimum you have to get through English language test. So for this country, Ireland, the test type, if you take it as IELTS, colleges expect you to have overall band of 6.0. That is 6 band is expected by the colleges, and in each of the reading, writing and speaking things, you should not get less than 5.5. It should be above 5.5, and overall band should be, when it is added, it should come to 6. This is for only colleges. right? And going to universities, this differs a little. That is, overall band has to be 6.5, and no band, that is individual, reading, writing, speaking, cannot be less than 6. You have to calculate those on your own terms when you attend a test, and you should ensure that all those things are met. And similarly, PT 55 is the minimum cutoff. Where is higher, this is different based on different universities that you will try to understand later in the website. And TOEFL, its minimum criteria for colleges it is 90, and for universities it is higher, and it also differs. Duolingo, its minimum cutoff will be 105, and no section, the individual section should not be less than 95, and when it is added it should come to minimum 105, and for universities it would be 120 to 130, and no section should have less than 110. So these are the minimum cutoffs required to get an entry into either a college or an University of Ireland. And important note, for high demand computing courses, that is computer science or AI machine learning sort of courses, valid test results are often required at the time of application. So when you want to enter these kind of courses, you should pass these tests in advance. Before applying, you should show the proof. It's not after applying. If you want to get into the university after you apply, then you can send a score later. That may not be accepted here. So one should have that test score ready when that particular person is applying. Now coming to another important aspect, like you may be wondering, okay, if there are any kinds of scholarships or any financial aid is given or not. So let us try to understand more about it. So if you look at the government aspect, that is Government of Ireland scholarship, benefit it is full tuition fee waiver or pounds 10,000 stipend for 1 year. I repeat, benefit is full tuition fee waiver, which is almost up to 10,000 pounds, because the Ireland currency is in pounds, for 1 year, and basis the criteria strictly merit basis for deserving international students. So there is a cutoff where you have to have minimum aggregate or GPA. That we will try to understand later. And coming to when are you eligible, when can you apply, status, that is applications for September 2026 are already open. Now to apply, and even for scholarship eligible also, now the time is ready, you can immediately apply. The application section is already open. Coming to university special scholarship, here we have seen government aided scholarship, where the government is providing scholarship. When we come here, it is university specific scholarship. Universities are offering Global Excellence Scholarship, that is one name, which is UCD, open for University College of Dublin, open for September 2026. Okay, so that is one type of scholarship. The next one would be University of Galway International Scholarships, open for September 26. That is also open now, you can apply. And you need to note here, some are automatic assessments. That means while application itself, the assessment will be done whether you can be granted a scholarship or not. Others require separate application, and in some cases you have to apply separately for scholarships. So for some colleges and university, in the initial application itself you can mention, but in some university they want a separate application for scholarship. That details you will come to know later. And you may be wondering, what is the right time to apply? The timeline, that is fall 2026 timeline, the time to apply is now. Now the applications are open for both admissions as well as scholarships. So the cycle opened, it's already open, it has been opened 2-3 months ago, it is going on. Current status, now what is the right status now of Ireland applications? If you want to enter any college or a university, high application volume, lot of people are applying for, what courses are they applying for? Computing, artificial intelligence, cyber security and data analytics. And if you can observe here, seats for these specific tech programs fill up very fast. So the seats are likely to be completed, fill up very fast. That means first come first serve basis. The earlier you apply, the better. And if you apply for any of these courses, the course is likely to commence in the month of September 2026. So this is the schedule where you can apply accordingly. And outfit strategies, submit applications immediately. English test results should ideally be ready for these competitive courses. As we already discussed, at the time of applying, English test course should also be ready. Now a general action plan by you when you are trying to apply into any of the universities or colleges of Ireland. The first step would be check your eligibility, ensure academic scores are minimum 55% plus and gap justifications are ready. Second part would be select the course, choose a right course according to your foundation, etc., or the future career. Choose a high demand sector, that is, it might be software, it might be data, it might be medtech. And the third part would be English test. You have to write you have to appear for any of the English tests, prepare IELTS or PT or Duolingo scores, critical for computing seat, especially for computer courses, the tech careers what we discussed. You need to pass your English test well in advance. And coming to the third part, that is English test, prepare IELTS, PT or Duolingo scores critical for computing seat, that we have already discussed. Apply early. Applications are open now, as we have already discussed that the application cycle is going on. You can anytime apply. Applications are open now. Secure your offer to hold your seat. The earlier you apply, the better. The chances of getting a admission into your dream university becomes easier. And finally, if you come to the scholarship sector, apply for University of Government of Ireland scholarships once an offer is held. So once you get an offer from a university or a college, you can directly apply for the scholarship with the Government of Ireland. So overall what we can understand is the sooner you apply, the better. So finally, we have come to the last one. So if at all you need any kind of career guidance, any kind of help, any kind of hand holding in this process, we are always with you. Edu9 Career Guidance Team at Ameerpet. Start your journey with Edu9. Our support services are profile assessment and course shortlisting. We will help you in assessing your profile and course shortlisting, and we will help you in guidance on gap justification, how to justify the gap, how to mention your gap professionally. Assistant with scholarship applications, government and university. So you will be guided for both government aided scholarship as well as university specific scholarship. And finally, end-to-end application processing for fall 2026. So Edu9 Career Guidance Team will help you to process your entire application from end to starting to till you reach the university offer. They will definitely help you in each and every step for you to understand the options, priorities and chances well and apply for your dream course in the dream university. So for that you need to contact the Edu9 team today for shortlisting and scholarship guidance. So you are always welcome to contact us at Edu9 Career Guidance Team for further guidance in this matter. So you can reach out to the website and the other numbers where you can reach out to the team. That will definitely help you in reaching your dream university and dream course. Thank you. Have a nice day.